Welcome everyone to another episode of Dino Times. I'm your host Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. And today I think we're going to have a very, let's just say, hot topic discussion. There's been a recent new paper been published over from the Black Hills, and it involves a certain Nanotyrannus. Now, a little background though, because we're going to be diving deep into Nanotyrannus. If you agree, disagree with this paper, because Nanotyrannus is an animal that has been described recently, well, back in the 80s. Again, we're going to cover that, but it sparks some debate and arguments in the paleontology field. No matter if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments down below. Keep it professional, keep it safe, keep it fun. And that's coming from me for this. Now, as always, I've been your host, Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, and Nanotyrannus, everybody. Let's do this. Now, a little background though. In 1988, a small Tyrannosaurus rex specimen was labeled actually Gorgosaurus, but then actually transferred into Nanotyrannus. It was described as its own taxon during that time. And even since 1988, the heated topic discussions have been on. Now, that is because Nanotyrannus itself was just later on considered to be, hey, a juvenile Tyrannosaurus rex. It shows like a Tyrannosaurus rex would do. It's trying to give evidence of that. The evidence is strong enough for it to be its own taxon. Until now. And as of this recording, I think a day or two ago at this point. Now, Nanotyrannus itself was running around 1,000 to 1,500 kilograms and a height of only 6.6 feet. Now, we're going to get into some research data here, and it's going to get pretty science heavy. We usually do on the show here, but this is species profile mixed with the news, which is all for the best. But a little bit of background more on Nanotyrannus first. On the biological scale, well, it had smaller, longer arms than the T-Rex. It was thought to be faster than the Rex as well, but did live alongside the T-Rex in North America, which is where the previous specimens were found. Now, again, this causes a lot of heat in the paleo community, and a lot of times if you did say it was a real specimen here, then you know what, you were labeled an outsider in the paleo community, among other things as well. Not all the time, but it did happen in a lot of communities. I myself, I like to see the evidence, and I like to see the support. I come at it with a background of biology myself here, of working in the with crocodilians for years, as well as hoofstock megafauna, African and South American kind, for many years, and also volunteering in the fossil lab as well too. I have my own say on it here, but again, I want to see some topic discussion here between people, and I want to see the counterpoints as well as the positive, and I want to see the points and the counterpoints from paleontologists before I can make a valid opinion on this. I do hope it's real, because having new dinosaurs is always pretty cool in the new age of paleontological discoveries we're in. Now, in 2025, of course, this year, this is for the later people, dueling dinosaurs was described. That was earlier this year. That specimen was a young Triceratops and a small Tyrannosaurus specimen found together, similar to the Protoceratops and Velociraptor specimen from years in the past. Now, this was considered a juvenile T-Rex. That was, until the paper by Lindsay Zano and James E. Napoli. If they're listening, hope to have you on the show. Now, the new name of this one is Nanotyrannus thathius, and then there's the older one from before, from the older description, which was Nanotyrannus lancius. Now, this one from the dueling dinosaurs, so shows us a little bit of things, and we're going to go through different pieces at a time of this paper as well. I do recommend reading the full paper though. Now, the arms and the hands. Nanotyrannuses are bigger, and the paper actually highlights very largely in this, and gets pretty detailed, that bones don't shrink during growth, which compared to the T-Rex, which are smaller than Nanotyrannus, what's going on with that? And they are correct, but it is possible in some species. But further testing proved this Nanotyrannosaurus specimen does not do that. Now, the teeth, 15 to 17 maxillar teeth in the Nanotyrannus, when the T-Rex only had up to 12 maxillar teeth. Now, what can happen, of course, you may be thinking, teeth can fall out as animals get older. Hell, it happens to people all the time, but no evidence of teeth falling out and not growing back in the Tyrannosaurus rex. And this is actually done using CT scans to identify different regions in the mouth to show where the open spots would be from those from teeth that did fall out as it got older. But T-Rex doesn't show any of that. Now, further testing along the lines, though, show that Nanotyrannus has a sinus, or an air pocket, in the bone of its quadrilateral jugal, which is in the top part of the back of the jaw, as the Rex actually does not have this. And it's not something that actually just goes away with growth, but actually keeps getting bigger. And this is proven using crocodilian research done beforehand for the paper, which I fully respect that. Now, Nanotyrannus specimen also had a third finger, which of course Rex does not. That was growing on the hands. But even better, the histology research shows that it was fully grown when it died as well. Now, of course, we gotta talk about it. Thathius and Lancius are actually closely related and they are all from the Hell Creek Formation as well. Now, finally, though, with the paper, the apomorphically hypocurosaurial high limb proportions suggest that it was also still a pursuit predator going at high speeds after its prey. Now, all this was recently published in the paper, but again, I want to know your thoughts, everybody. Let me know what you think about this news for Nanotyrannus. Is it back? Truly? Is it not? I'm thinking it might, but I want to see further arguments and counterpoints, and I want to see further research done for this animal. Although, that is a lot of research done for this specimen. Hopefully, Nanotyrannus is back. It's always cool for a new Tyrannosaur family member. Alright, everybody, if you enjoyed this episode of Dino Times, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more paleo, nerd culture stuff, and all that. And, of course, leave a like as well. And again, I want to hear the comments down below, everybody. Thanks as always, folks. And remember, science is real.